Rejection is so painful. Like, especially if you're not used to it, or you didn't expect it, or you get led on to believing something is going a certain direction, and then somebody just switches up. And they're allowed to do that. Like, somebody is allowed to change their mind and be like, yo, actually, nah, I'm not about this, And you think because people are at a certain age, or you think because you've gotten to know them, they'll take the message, or they'll take the signals and keep it moving. But we're not all the same. And even those people that kind of know how to keep it moving kind of struggle. I struggle to keep things moving sometimes, especially if I like you a lot, but I eventually do, but I have my own coping mechanisms when it comes to that. So that's what this video is for today. Maybe these mechanisms might work for you, but I hope it does, put something in your head in order to, signal this thing of how to move on, because everybody moves on in their own different ways. You might find mine very creepy or weird or strange, but I thought I should share it because it might help somebody out there. But before I get into that, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much to everybody that has subscribed, that has been showing some love, and that has been supporting. Yeah, I'm almost at 300 subs. Hopefully I get there next week. Uploading 2 videos this week. Did I upload a video? Was it last week? But anyway, I've uploaded a video. I'm uploading another one now. Check it out. Yeah, let's get to it. Yeah, as you know that everybody gets rejected. Even if you get rejected less than others, everybody's experienced it and they've had to keep it moving. Maybe hold on for a bit. Maybe be hopeful that things can change. Reignite energy, do all sorts of things in order to keep that boat moving that you guys were in, both of you guys. And then just one day somebody decides that they're not about the energy that they were with you, and then you have to find a way to move away from that. I won't even lie, bro. I catch feelings hard if I allow myself to. I've learned over the years that, like, I'm a very emotional person, so I like to connect with people on an emotional level. And I used to do that a lot, and I find that majority of the people that I connected with, maybe because of me or them, they don't last very long. So now I have this gap that I have to fill because this other person, was, had it in my life and then they left. And then I had to, you have to constantly fill gaps and stuff. And sometimes what people do is, but not in relationships terms. Some people get into so many relationships because they're constantly trying to fill a gap somebody else filled. Or they're looking for something that they kind of got in somebody else, but that person left, so they're trying to replace it. For me, it was more of vibes, making, and I'd always believed that because you start off as friends, you slowly move into it, and then somebody will get to know you, they warm up to you, and then you guys are proper friends and you can be in a relationship. But trust me, guys, don't listen to anybody that says that. Like, don't listen to anybody that says you have to take it slow and, they want to be in a relationship with you, but they're not ready to be in a relationship. Don't listen to that. Number one, how I go about dealing with rejection. I don't stop talking to the person instantly. I don't make things awkward, so I just carry on as friends. I check up on them, on Instagram, how they're doing on there, what's going on in their life. I keep up to date even more with what's going on in their life because I know that they kind of mising me, or they kind of giving me the cold shoulder, or they're kind of drifting away. I always look at what's happening on the Insta stories, on the Insta profiles, who they're getting tagged on their Twitter accounts, maybe to see if they're okay and stuff. I still have that caring factor about me, even if they rejected me. And then as time goes on, I start to chat to them less. So I don't chat to them every day. It goes from like maybe a whole conversation for an hour to a whole conversation for 30 minutes. So I start to detach the emotions in those responses, because clearly they also will do the same. They're not going to be as flirtatious with you anymore. You must also not be as flirtatious with them. That helps. It takes time, so you can't just say no and just walk away, because that will impact on the next person as well. Because if you get rejected again, it might impact your self-esteem, and then you might take it out on them. So you need to slowly move away from talking to them as much. Maybe check up on them here and there because you still care. You can't pretend like you don't care. And then number 2, if you guys are chilling a lot or frequently, you start to lessen those times of chilling. I'm not saying abandon them, but like still be a friend, because that is so important in the moving on process. If you guys were chilling, sometimes you just go talking on the phone and then that it's just there. But if you guys were chilling outside of social media or messages, make sure that the time you spend with them decreases. Not that you don't want to be spending time with them, but be more of on the side of a good friend, because good friends, not all of them chill all the time. So chill with them still, see how they're doing, ask about their lives and all of that stuff, so you can also gauge and measure how much you are starting to detach yourself from that person. And then number 3, start talking to other people. So I'm not saying flirt with other people or back with other people, because that can also be damaging, at the time, because your emotions are sensitive, so you pretend to not care and you try to move on fast. And then when you try to move on fast, that also messes up, and then you have to deal with 2 relationships or 2 failed attempts in a short space of time. Start talking to other people. It can be guy friends or girlfriends, whatever, if you're male or female. Start talking to other people about like other things concerned about life, not just relationships. Number 4, I would say motivational quotes, but they don't work, bro. Like motivational quotes don't work. Motivational quotes are just used to pretend like you're okay and stuff. Because if you notice, when people get into relationship stress or turmoil, they like to post motivational quotes and then pretend like they're okay and then inspire other people. Yeah, like inspiring other people is dope and everything. It makes you feel good at the time, but it's not a permanent solution to your problem. So yeah, maybe tweet more about how you're feeling in a subliminal way. Try to address it. I do it a lot now. I do it like if I experience disappointment, whether it be academics, relationships, or anything that just like made me upset or unhappy, I always go on the TL and try to paraphrase it or try to address it in an abstract way through other words, not motivational quotes, but through life lessons as well. Because at the time, you also need to realize that when you get rejected, you learn a lot about not only yourself but other people as well. And not that people disappoint you, but you shouldn't get your hopes up when it comes to people that walk into your life and make you excited or reignite a flame that was dead inside of you. You need to give yourself time as well. Don't put 100% effort into that relationship or that flirting stage unless you guys have confirmed that you're in a relationship. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't try to be in a relationship with somebody hypothetically. I've realized that it's very helpful to match energies. So if somebody is giving you a certain energy, don't give more energy that they're giving you. In that process of disappointment and in other processes as well, macking, flirting, phone calls, whatever, it's better to match energy, because if you match energy, you're on kind of the same thinking wavelength, and then when you get disappointed, you'll see you've tracked it. Okay, I can see the patterns here that, okay, this is not going how I wanted it to go. If somebody really liked you, they wouldn't allow that energy to die down. If it goes down, maybe you make them aware, or they'll see it themselves and then they'll pick it up again. If they really care, they'll pick it back up again. They'll ask about how you are, how's life, can we chill, can we have coffee. They'll reignite it themselves. But if you know that you're the one that is putting all the effort, but like somebody's not reciprocating that effort, then you shouldn't be the one trying to resurrect it. I know, because we like the person, we're going to do that, but maybe do it once or twice. If it's not working, don't continue doing it, because that rejection and trying to resurrect that whole process of being in the level that you guys were before is not going to work. What you guys think about my ways of dealing with rejection? Do you like it? Do you relate? Do you have any other points that you think work for you? I think this will work especially for guys. Guys need it the most because I think they deal with rejection the most because we're the ones shooting the shot the most. I know girls also deal with rejection, you know, because they also shoot their shot. But like for me, it's like a new thing. I don't know a lot of girls that shoot their shots. You know, I know more guys. Maybe it's because I'm a guy. But yeah, guys, you need to know how to deal with rejection. You need to know how to control your emotions because you will need those skills when you get older, when you have kids, when you have a family, when you get rejected in business deals and all of that stuff. You need to be able to maintain your composure in order to make controlled decisions for your family, because if you can't deal with your emotions over rejection in relationships, you probably won't be able to deal with it in the workplace, you know, and then it might affect your family because you're making decisions based on emotions, you know, and nobody wants to do that. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you like, I hope you subscribe, and catch you guys on the next video.